Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to the den where we're going to share another shave. Today's shave is just nobody in particular. Just, I guess Herbaria is the name of the soap. This is just a bay rum standard shave. It came in a smallish puck. I didn't have a dish for it, and I just stuck it in a bowl here and tried to lather off that. It's doing crazy stuff. I'm having a little bit of difficulty with it. As kind of a neat thing we can discuss here or talk about it. Some soaps, this one is probably I don't know, what is it? Some vegan soaps or glycerin type soaps will foam. There's a difference. Okay, there's foam. When you're looking at it in a bowl, it doesn't have a lot of shimmer or sheen to it. And then lather is a different thing, and it has a different texture to the top of the soap. And the foam doesn't have a whole lot of redeeming qualities as far as shaving goes. It doesn't give as much slickness and protection for you, so you're always going to be at risk of cutting yourself or just getting a not optimal shave. So how do you fix it? More product. And that's not a big deal, but you have to be looking for it. Of course, when you add more product, then you have to wonder about the liquid, how much water is in there to make sure that it is enough to make a lather and not just more foam, because as you're adding to it, see how it's kind of changing a little bit. Anyway, we're trying, oh, congratulations to my boy Ronnie, winner of the One Blade, was it 2 days ago? I'll be shipping that out on Monday, but I wanted to congratulate him on being the lucky winner of the One Blade in our giveaway. It's the first of probably several, got a thin amount kind of giveaways that we're going to do. We'll do them periodically. It'll give me more experience with the live shave or live stuff, how to control that and how to do stuff. It's a little bit different from my regular shave videos. This is a little better. I mean, it's still, to my eye, kind of foamy. It's not really that much lather, but it's real peaky. It's like meringue. And this would be good for me for a DE shave, but today we're not planning on doing that. We're planning on doing a straight shave. We'll just go with it and see what happens. Worst that can happen is I'll fall back. I do have a razor in backup ready to go. I usually have, this one's always on my, this is a Blackland Vector. It's always here on the stand ready to take up in case my shave goes south quickly, and it does. It can. So when you're starting your straight career, or you've been doing it for a while, a lot of the old hands, and I consider myself kind of an old hand at this, been doing it for a while, most guys will have a backup laying around or close by, because you can't just stop shaving. Here we go. I'm having to work this a little bit on my face to try to get a little bit of more soap on there. Today's razor is kind of a mystery. It's an older, kind of a turn of the century razor, but it's completely unmarked. It has no maker's mark on there whatsoever. The only clue I have is the box it came in, and even that's kind of an enigmatic. It's just a regular, this is your fully warranted ground blade, $3. So $3 means maybe, I don't know when it was made. That once upon a time, $3 was a lot of money to spend on a razor. I don't know if this, when I honed this razor, or if it was honed, notice the foam is disappearing. Lather is going away. So this is a sign that I may in fact bail on this, only because I want to get a comfortable shave and I don't want to have all my hairs pulled out by the roots. Because whenever I honed this, I either was in a hurry or I didn't hone it at all. I don't know. This was in a drawer with my razors that have in coffins. I call these coffins, I don't know why, but boxed razors are in one drawer and loose razors are in another drawer. And I don't know for sure if I honed it or not. Doesn't feel like I did. Well, rather than subject myself to pain and agony, let's boot this one, and we'll go with my backup razor, which is kind of interesting. It's a follow-on from the last shave. Last shave, as you remember, I did a Gillette Heritage razor, which was when Gillette came back to the DE market, and this is the follow-up they had. This is the King C Gillette double-edged razor. It's virtually the same, except it has a fancy mark on the top there. The head's the same. The handle is a little bit different, long and a little bit heavier. I have a couple friends who were on a search for a heavy handle. This would be a good one to throw in. But this razor was one that I didn't have to get on the waiting list to pick up and have them mail it to me. Picked this one up at the drugstore. And I've had it for a few years. I did a couple shaves with it, set it aside, left it in the box, and never returned to it. So I expect this to be every bit as mild, and it is, as the Gillette Heritage, the 2019 version. This might have been 2020, well, I don't know if I got it during COVID or not. Isn't that funny how our frame of reference right now is, yeah, during the COVIDs, this is what I did. That was it was a big deal. And so I can see how it could become a frame of reference. Kind of like, yeah, what were you doing, the World Trade Center attack, or when the shuttle blew up, or John F. Kennedy got shot. Well, you know what? These big events, as the soap has a pretty good residual slickness, so I probably had plenty of slickness. It's just that razor is not very sharp. But the soap is indeed just foamy. You see how it changed in appearance here from when we lathered it before and now. I don't know what the deal is, but you know, when I am working on thinning out my soap locker, so I may try to lather this again, but its career is heading towards a premature end. See how it's just kind of the lather's disappearing? When you have so many soaps it doesn't make sense to keep one that doesn't perform like you want it. Well, you don't have to settle, because there are inexpensive soaps everywhere that do all kinds of good stuff. Yeah, this is a very mild razor and it's doing a pretty good job. I don't even know what blade is in this thing. I don't doubt, knowing me, that this blade is the one I used for a couple of test shaves with this razor and then put it away and didn't take the blade out. So I have no idea what it is. I'm slick as glass. So the soap is doing a good job as far as slickness. I just don't like the texture of the lather I got out of it. So it tells me that maybe it's technique and I should try and work on it to get a little bit more acceptable lather out of it. Because even after I rinse, there's still a little bit of soapy slickness on my face, which gives it a chance for the alum, because when it's wet, alum tends to kind of stick to your face as you're doing it. No problems here. It's a good shave. Now let's get yourselves hooked with aftershave. We really did enjoy the CBL's limited edition Let's See Q Baby Witch Hazel. It has a little bit of floaties on top there, so I'm going to shake that in to recombine it. Give ourselves a little dab. I'm only using it for a couple of shaves, but I'm very enjoying it quite a bit. I hope he decides to make another batch. I may get another bottle of it just to have on hand if it's as a one and done production. It's pretty good stuff. Let's let this draw down a little bit. We're going to use what's on my Dog from Everytown Bay Rum aftershave. It seems everybody has a version of it, and I had a whole bunch of samples and I combined them up into here. I even put a little, I'm trying to remember what it's called. It was a rubbing alcohol, but it was Bay Rum rubbing alcohol. And so this is a very heavy alcohol-based aftershave, but it's got a nice classic Bay Rummy scent. So what the old sailors, who would put bay laurel leaves in their rum and use that to make themselves not stink as much, that's what this all comes from. So, great shave today, guys. Thank you for coming. Today's shave was a Bay Rum shave of just pretty much any man's soap. I'll try another cheap soaps for you to see what is good. The brush today was from Oz Shaving. It's a silver snow brush. See the little flecks of silver and stuff in there. Beautiful thing. And we started out with a no-name straight razor, but we finished up with the King C Gillette. Got it at CVS DE razor. I think these are still available. I'll have a look. I'll post like something in the comments, so where, if it's still available, if you can get it from Gillette directly. This is what the box looks like if you happen to be in the drugstore and go to the shave area. King C Gillette has also produced their own King C Gillette DE blades, which I gotta think is about the same as regular Gillette blades. Good razor. This is another great starter if you guys are looking for that, and I hope to help you out, finding stuff, because it ain't easy starting out not really knowing. Oh, dadgummit, I tried to put it back in the box and I got it jammed in there and I can't get it back. Here we go. That's where it goes. Anyway, thank you for coming. Stream of consciousness there. I'm Major Ridge, and you'll find me at theshavingcadre.com. Thank you for being here. If you're on the Shaving Cadre, great bunch of guys. If you find me on YouTube and you made it this far, like, subscribe, share me. That's great. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.